What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Man, this is your boy Joaquin Loper, and I'm sitting here beside my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful wife, Stacy Loper.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, we are blended and winning.
And so are you.
It's good to see everybody. It is January the 31st, 2020.
Yes.
And this is our first time coming to you all this year. We have truly been grinding and seeking God's face for this year. And one thing we want to encourage you on this video is this is a new year, new marriage, new mindset. Your mindset has to change this year in order to have what you want to obtain what you want to have. And I'm already looking forward to December 2020 just to see what God is going to do for us in this year. And with our mindset, we're expecting big things.
Absolutely. It's definitely going to take a different mindset. Some things that you wouldn't do, some conversations you wouldn't have, you're probably going to have this year in 2020 if you want to grow. If you want some new things to happen in your life, you're definitely going to have to get in some uncomfortable situations and, just allowing those uncomfortable situations to grow you in some shape, fashion, or form. And just learn from them. You might bump your head a couple of times. You might run into some obstacles. Yeah. But I'm telling you, once you change your mindset and realize, man, I can do this. I can go there. I can have a seat at the table. Man, when you have that mindset, things will happen.
Yes. And blending and winning is just is going to another level this year. It is going to another level, and we are thankful and grateful for you all being a part of this. So thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, you all are going to see some great things coming from Blended and Winning, with more blended and winning families.
Yes.
Even some of those families that may be struggling with being blended and trying to get to that point to where they're winning, because it's a tough road ahead for the blended family, man. I mean, for marriages and for marriages, period, but especially for those that are blended, because you not only have what's in your household, that immediate family that you're now, making. You also have other aspects that have to have a pivot here and there into your marriage, into your life, into your kids. So it can be tough, man. It can be real tough, and we understand that. So we're going to be coming together with many blended families, and even families that are blended who may have gone through a divorce, either the mother and the kids or the father and the kids, and things of that nature, so that we can help walk them through some tough times.
Yeah. And we're looking forward to the challenges, because every individual marriage is different. Every challenge is different. So we're not trying to put our experiences on you, but we can relate to what people are going through, and we're grateful and we're thankful that God is using us as vessels to help others. And we're excited. We're excited. And one thing about, I can say, for our marriage and our trials and our tribulations, man, we had to have uncomfortable conversations.
Yeah. A
lot of marriages do not want to have those uncomfortable conversations, because it makes you, what can I say? Vulnerable, very vulnerable. But you have to be vulnerable. If I'm going to be vulnerable with anyone, this is the person I need to be vulnerable with. And you have to go into your marriage thinking that way. There can't be any hidden doors or no past secrets. Just be who you are, and understand that those things and those choices are what make you. Live with them.
Yeah, they help you evolve into the person that God is making you to be, so that you can walk out the purpose and the plan that He has for your life. So being shamed by, your past or what you've done, some of the things you said, some of the places you've been, look, it's okay. But get beyond that shame, and begin to walk in the boldness of life that God has given you to fulfill a purpose and a calling that He has on your life.
Because we can both attest that some of the places we've been and some of the things we've done that we're not the proudest of,
absolutely,
are the main reason we can sit here in front of you today and actually encourage you. Because if we have not been to some of those places or done some of those things, it's going to be hard for us to relate to you or to speak into you. So with that being said, we've been there.
Yeah, we've
been
been
there, done that, and not only gotten over it, but we've learned how to deal with it and cope with it, and understand there were choices that we made that weren't the best. No, they were not the best. We knew it at the time, some we didn't know. But we've learned how to understand how they grew us. Because we had to learn from it. It's one thing if you do something, you keep doing it over and over again. But when you realize the pattern and the mistakes and you correct them, and that's growth.
Yes, and it's all about finding the beauty in your brokenness. You know, and I always tell people that find the beauty in your brokenness, and what that beauty is the beauty is what you learned out of it to help get you to this next point in your life, to help you get to that next stair, to help you get to the next exit, you know, to where you now exit off and fulfill a purpose that you're supposed to feel in that place. So I always tell people, find the beauty in your brokenness, because that is going to be so important to even understanding your why. Okay? And when you begin to put those things together and begin to understand that, that's when it all comes together for you. So that's why in 2020, you have to have a shift in your mindset. Because that shift in your mindset is going to take you to another level in your thinking. Which your another level in your thinking is going to take you to places that you never thought you'd be. So,
and some of those places are going to be a little fearful.
They're going to stretch you.
Yeah, they're going to stretch you. And also in the changing your mindset, that means you have to change your crowd.
Yeah, you're definitely going to have to change some people around you.
If they're not stretching you or growing you, not saying that their season is up, but for this particular moment, you need to be around people that's going to stretch you. Someone's going to challenge you. The people that are going to make you feel uncomfortable, not so much uncomfortable in their presence, but uncomfortable in the way they grow you, the way they talk to you, the way they aid you. Because I'm gonna speak from a man's perspective, some of the worst things that I used to experience was when people challenged me. And I mean challenge my manhood, or brought up my past and tell me where I was wrong and what I should have been doing, and this is how it could have went. And you know, I just felt like that wasn't their place, but actually it was their place, because I invited them into my life to help me grow. And when you challenge yourself to invite people into your life that are going to help you grow spiritually, physically, mentally, it's going to be some tough times. There'll be some tough conversations. But the conversations become tough because you start reflecting inward. And start seeing that the things that they're saying that make you feel uncomfortable, they're making you feel uncomfortable for a reason, because you know you need to get that stuff out of you. In order to get something new in, the old has to come out. And that's just facts. And without us growing in from the inside out, as individuals, our marriage would not be what it is today.
Absolutely.
So it can't be me growing and my wife staying the same. Now, did we grow at the same pace? No.
That's right. That's good. That's a good point.
We didn't grow
to
at the
make.
same pace. No. Matter of fact, to be honest with you all, during our process of stretching, my wife, man.
I did a sprint on him, y'all.
Man. I know she ain't that fast and physical, but man, the spirit and everything she took off from me. And you have to be aware of tricks of the enemy, because in the midst of her sprinting off from me in so many ways, because I was holding on to things as defense mechanisms, the enemy tried to use her sprinting off of me as a device of, and use it as a device of jealousy. So you have to be aware of what's going on. But when she's growing, we're growing, because as she grows, she's pulling me up. That's where the uncomfortable conversations are going to have to come in between you and your spouse. The real truths, and just be happy with who you are becoming. And understand that, man, just because when people say, man, you're changing, good.
Yes, I loved hearing that when I was going through my transformation and my redemption. I loved hearing people tell me that I've changed.
Yeah.
Because I knew I was doing something right.
Yeah.
I knew I was doing something right.
Because there are going to be those people, family members, longtime friends that say, hey, man, you ain't the same no more.
You're different.
Good. Good.
You'd be like, yes, exactly.
Yeah. Because I'm not going for a friendship. I'm going for a marriage and a relationship with Christ. And with that being said, I hope that my change affects everybody around me to change for the better. That's what it's about. It's not about staying the same and staying the same person that people knew 10, 20 years ago. It's about evolving and saying, man, what more can I do? And this is the thing. We've had some tragic losses in the last week and so. Man, losing, a great legend, basketball legend, like Kobe Bryant, goes way deeper than basketball. You lost a father, a son. The other families lost the same: father, sons, brothers, mothers, daughters.
Parents, yes.
That's big. And it shines the light on, we don't know the time or day. So why play around with it? It doesn't matter if you're rich, poor. Your day is coming. When we leave here, my wife and I want to be able to affect people, not just only in our family. We want to affect people that we've never even met.
Yeah.
We want people to be able to say, hey, man, I watched some of their videos or I read some of their books and it changed my life. It helped me for the better. It made me understand that I wasn't in this alone. New year, new mindset. New marriage, new life.
Yeah, because life's too short. It's just way too short. We don't, like the word says, we don't know the day, the hour, the time, and we don't. We do not. And we have to hold dear to our hearts what matters to us the most. Okay, and if we are ready truly to say, is that where I'm going? Am I going to live my eternal life? Because I'm only borrowing this life right now. Yeah. I'm only borrowing this life. Am I going to live my eternal life with love, with peace, seeing the sun all the time? And, you really have to think about that. And you have to think about that when you think about your kids and what are you doing and how are you parenting with your spouse and what type of wife you are. And is there something you could do better?
Yeah.
I mean, you have to think of all aspects of that. And so it is very imperative that you start now.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, a prime example, Kobe didn't think this would happen to his family.
Yeah.
So we all say we have time, we have time, we have time.
But do
we really?
Yeah.
So, something to really think about.
Yeah. So be encouraged. And that was our main goal for making this video today before we exited out of January. Just to tell everybody, we encourage you to have a new mindset. Even if you're in a good place with your mindset, stretch yourself even farther.
Yeah.
You can't stretch yourself, enough. My wife said something great earlier, and when you find when your brokenness, coming out of that brokenness, you find your why. And we can do all the things we think we want to do, but is it your why? See, once we found out why, we understood our purpose a little clearer. So once again, when we come on these videos, we're not doing this for popularity. We're not doing this for likes. We're doing this to try to affect someone's life for the better.
We're doing this because we know that people are going through some of the same things that we've gone through, and we made it through.
Yeah.
And some people aren't strong enough to make it through.
Yeah.
I will never forget when I was working in mental health, and I was performing a treatment on a Caucasian lady, and we were just getting in conversation. I was learning about her, she was learning about me, and I'm an open book. I'm very transparent.
Yes.
When I meet people, and she was so honest with me, y'all. And in the middle of the conversation, she says, "I don't know how you do it." She says, "I couldn't walk a mile in your shoes." And I said, "Wow."
Yeah.
You know, and I asked her, I said, what do you mean by that? She says, as a African-American female, I could not walk a mile in your shoes. She says, I don't know the struggle that you have had, you know, and she didn't, you know, or she wouldn't quite understand the struggle that I've had, you know, as a African-American female. But, you know, she did. She says, I couldn't walk a mile in your shoes. And I was like, okay. You know, people are out there struggling, y'all.
Yes.
They are struggling. Yeah. I don't care how much money they have. I don't care what their life may look like when you see them. Some people are hurting inside. Yeah. They are hurting inside, and they're putting up a facade so that other people won't recognize their pain. Yeah. So you lift up those people around you because you don't know what they're going through. And sometimes all it takes is just a simple, how are you? And you know, one of the things that I do when I ask people that, and genuinely, I ask people how are they doing. I was like, and don't lie. If you're not having a good day, you're not having a good day. And that's okay. People need to know that. People need to know that if this day, or if I'm just over this week and it's Tuesday, it's just Tuesday and I'm over this week, I get it. Yeah. You're over this week. I had a nurse tell me that this week. I told her, I said, girl, how are you? Because you look like you are tired. And it was just Wednesday. And she was like, Stacey, I am. She says, I'm so over this week. I said, and then she just Wednesday. She says, girl, I was over this week yesterday. I said, okay. Thank you for being honest. I mean, and it was just, she was just being real. And she was really tired. And I was like, man. And I'm telling you, y'all have to be genuine because y'all just do not know what thank you for asking me how was my day. Thank you for asking me how my son is feeling because you know he's been sick with the flu all week. Yeah. You know, thank you for this. Thank you for that. I'm telling you, people really want to know that somebody cares genuinely. Especially if you are a boss, if you are a leader in any shape, fashion, or form on your job, please start identifying and asking your people, how are they doing for real?
Because healthy people are going to get the job done a lot quicker. You know, it's one thing to be productive, but are you being productive in one aspect and then going home and just, you want to, just curl up in a ball and die or cry.
A crier, yeah.
So you have to just truly be honest with yourself. One thing about us, I promise you, I tell you this all the time, what you see with us is what you get. If I tell you I'm good, I'm good. If I'm not having a good one, I'm not having a good one. And my wife and I have real pillow talk sometimes. When things are bothering me, for example, I told her Wednesday, hey, we need to talk. And she was like, okay. And we got to bed that night, we sat up and we talked about some stuff that was real in our marriage.
Yeah.
And it wasn't nothing bad. It was just, when you have certain feelings come over you, don't let that stuff linger because you don't know where it's coming from.
Yeah.
And I tell my wife all the time when I'm having certain feelings or certain things going through my mind, like, hey, babe, be praying for me. And sometimes she asks me to be specific, and sometimes she's okay, I'm praying.
And sometimes when he asks me to pray for him, I usually already know.
Yeah.
The Spirit has already revealed to me what the issue is.
Because one thing about me, it's hard for me to hide my feelings. I don't hide that well, and I don't try to. If something's on my mind, it's on my mind. I'm not all that big, bad, and much of I'm good. No, it's bothering me. I'm not finna have a heart attack or nothing. No, it's bothering me. Let's talk about this. Let's get it over with. Let's find out what's going on. Whether it's in our marriage or something just bothering me, period. Yeah. So, man, you have to be transparent with yourself. You have to be transparent with your spouse. If you're not married, you have to be transparent with someone so you can be healthy for what God has for you.
Right.
So, man, we just truly want to come to you all today and encourage you. Man, as we love seeing happy marriages.
Like truly happy
truly
marriage.
Happy.
You know,
I'm talking about
not this picture perfect marriage where you're on social media or you're out to dinner and you know. Yeah.
I like marriages like our marriages make people feel uncomfortable. We've had people tell us, y'all can't be that happy. Why not? Why can't you be just truly happy? even with our imperfections, why can't we be truly happy? And we could not be this happy without people that were in our lives that helped us through.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Period. We didn't do this on our own. This
right.
is some.
We did.
We are some kind of marriage genius. No, man. We had people to speak into our lives, to be critical of our actions.
Mm-hmm.
Very critical.
Yeah.
I mean, and what I loved about it, and what we would do for you all, they asked us before, "Are you ready for what I want to say to you?"
Yeah.
Respectfully, they just didn't come in badgering us. Are you ready for what I want to say to you? Yes. And we weren't ready.
Like,
we thought we were ready.
We
weren't ready.
I'm ready. Okay, go right ahead. I may not like it, but.
So when you watch our videos, we're truly trying to encourage you from a place of that we've walked, a place that we can share with you, places that we can have common ground in.
Yeah.
And if we don't, we can relate to it. We have a daughter that's 21 years old.
21. She turned 21 January.
My daughter and I celebrated birthdays in January, and I thank God that we've seen another year. But we have a freaking 21-year-old.
21-year-old.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Life goes by fast, you all.
You ain't lying. Mm-hmm.
So as of this year, 2020, it's cool to have those 5-year goals, those 5-year plans. But for 2020, day by day, we want you all to have the best year ever. And it starts with a new mindset. Get your health right. Get your conversations right with your spouse. Be more vulnerable. Be more open. Be more loving.
Yeah. Love them back to life.
Yes. My wife told me all the time. She says, you do not give me a chance to think that I'm not sexy. Sure don't. She already told me, I know how you're going to be at 70.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Such a pervert at 7.
Yep.
70.
Hers. Be her pervert.
Yeah, he going to be my pervert, but.
Every time she walk by, come here, girl.
I'm like, look, baby, you're 70. We can't do nothing else. And shoot, I'll be 74 by then.
Still be chasing her. Come here, girl. But that's what it's about. I want her to know every day. Yeah. So look, be purposeful. Be encouraging. Be thoughtful and be mindful to that person.
Yeah.
All right. So look, we just came to you all today just to give you a little encouragement, man. We've had some losses in this year. Some have had family losses, and we truly, sincerely send our prayers and condolences to all the people who have lost somebody. We don't know the time or day, but when we leave here, we want to have made an impact in our purpose, our why, and truly made a purpose in someone else's life, their marriage, their kids.
Yeah. And we hope that our lives reflect that.
Yes.
That God is still in the earth.
Yes.
Because He is. And
like I said, like we always tell you, man, we're more than welcome to receive all messages. Inbox us at Facebook, Blended and Winning. On YouTube, it's Joaquin and Stacy Loper. And we're just looking for people who want to grow. And if you're not there yet, we understand. Keep watching the videos. Keep encouraging yourself. Seek that attention, seek that help and that counseling that you need that's going to help you grow.
Yeah.
Be vulnerable. Be vulnerable.
And be transparent too. Don't hold anything back.
Yeah.
The more you hold back, it's only going to fester and turn into something much larger.
Yeah. You'll be amazed once you speak your truth and speak your most deep secrets or uncomfortable feelings, how many people around you can relate to you.
Yeah.
You never know what someone has been through. So look, we want to encourage you all tonight, and we're going to get up out of here.
Yes.
I need to go touch on my wife. So.
You don't excuse him.
No, you don't. But anyway, we are Blended and Winning. My name is Joaquin Loper, and this is my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful wife, Stacy Loper.
We love you all, and we love you with the love of Christ.
So till next time, peace. We love you all. Be encouraged. New mindset. All right, let's get it. 2020.